Hey YouTube, if you found this video, you might be stuck in your own installation and you're looking for some help, we're here to do just that. This video is going to cover the complete installation of the 52-inch Blair Hugger ceiling fan by Hampton Bay. We're going to start from unboxing and finish with the pull chains and turning it on and off and everything in between. So stick with us. If you're stuck at a certain point, feel free to hit the fast forward links down below. That'll take you to a certain section in the video and you can just watch that part instead of watching this whole video. We all know how exciting ceiling fan installation videos can be, but if you don't want to watch the whole thing, it's fine. Just click the link below, it'll fast forward you right to that point. And if you like this video, please click like and subscribe, and that'll help other people find the video as well. Before getting started, please turn the electricity off at the breaker box and at the wall switch. If you don't feel comfortable working around electricity, hire a licensed electrician. This project is really easy to do, and we're going to walk you through it step by step. But again, if you don't feel comfortable working around electricity, it's best to call the pros. Another note is if you're replacing a ceiling fan, your outlet box is probably okay for ceiling fan support. If you're replacing a light fixture or chandelier or something like that, you might have a plastic outlet box. You're going to want to replace that before beginning. Whatever the case is, make sure your outlet box is steel and it's marked acceptable for fan support. As you can see here, we've already unpacked the fan. We're just going to look in the manual to make sure that we have all the parts before beginning, and that way we don't get stuck along the way. So first up is the mounting bracket. The mounting bracket comes pre-assembled with 4 screws that will hold your motor housing. Next up is the AccuArm blade arms. The blade arms have captive screws in them and an alignment post to make it easier to install. Then there's 5 reversible blades. The blades come in a walnut or a mid-century walnut finish. Just choose the side that's right for you. Then you have the light kit. Light kit has the steel tensioner rods to hold the glass shades in place and make installation easy. Now, one note about this is at the top of the light kit you'll see this 9-pin molded adapter plug. This will complete the circuit in your ceiling fan. So your ceiling fan will not run if this isn't plugged in. So if you want to wire your fan and then test it before finishing out the installation, just note that the fan's not going to function until this light kit is plugged in. So here you have the motor. The motor has the other side of that 9-pin connector. Your motor housing. You're going to have 3 glass shades and then 3 LED bulbs. Last but not least, you'll have this hardware pack. The hardware pack is going to have some hex nuts, some plastic wire connection nuts, the blade attachment screws, and the pull chain extensions. Some tools we're going to need for this project: a Phillips head screwdriver, a set of pliers or a socket wrench. We like to use a voltage line tester to make sure that the wires aren't live before beginning. You need some electrical tape, and of course a ladder. So we have everything here, we're ready to begin. The motor housing attaches to the mounting bracket using 2 J-slots and 2 standard screw holes. The mounting bracket includes 4 screws that are pre-assembled at the factory. Before installing the mounting bracket, you'll need to loosen 2 screws and then remove and save the 2 remaining screws. Begin by loosening but not removing 1 screw on the right side of the mounting bracket, and then loosen but do not remove the other screw on the opposite side of the mounting bracket on the right side. Then, remove and save the 2 remaining screws and washers on the left sides of the mounting bracket. Before installing the mounting bracket, you'll first need to remove and save the 2 screws in your outlet box. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove and save both screws. Then, feed the house supply wires through the center hole of the mounting bracket and align the 2 slots on the mounting bracket with the screw holes in the outlet box. Secure the mounting bracket to the ceiling using the 2 screws that were removed and saved from the outlet box. Insert the screw through the slot in the mounting bracket so it aligns with the post in the outlet box, and then start the screw. Then repeat for the second screw. Once the 2 screws are started, use a Phillips head screwdriver to securely tighten both screws. Make sure both screws are completely tightened and that the mounting bracket is secure. You'll notice that one side of the motor has a bracket with a notch cutout and a hole. You'll use the hole on that side of the motor bracket to hang it on the hook of the mounting bracket prior to wiring. Begin wiring the fan by taking the green wire from the fan and twisting that wire together with the bare copper wire from the house supply lines. These are the ground wires. Secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Next, take the white wire from the fan and twist that wire together with the white wire from the house supply lines. This is the neutral connection. Finish the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Next, take the black wire from the fan and the blue wire from the fan and twist those two wires together. Then connect those wires with the black house supply line. These are the power wires for the fan and the light. Finish the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. To attach the motor to the mounting bracket, align the two holes on the edge of the motor bracket with the two threaded posts on the mounting bracket. Lift the motor assembly up to the mounting bracket so that the threaded posts come through those two holes in the motor bracket. Once the motor bracket is in place, use the hex nuts that were included in the hardware pack and start one hex nut on each of the threaded posts of the mounting bracket. There will be 3 total, 2 on one side and then 1 on the other side where the hook was. Once the hex nuts are all started on the threaded posts, use a socket wrench to completely tighten all 3 hex nuts. Make sure all 3 nuts are completely tightened and that the motor is securely fastened to the mounting bracket. The motor housing attaches to the mounting bracket using 2 J slots and 2 standard screws. The J slots will align with the screws that were loosened in the mounting bracket. Align those screws in the J slots and twist the motor housing to hold in place. Then use the screws that were removed and saved from the mounting bracket and insert those into the standard holes of the motor housing. Completely tighten those 2 screws using a Phillips head screwdriver and then tighten the 2 screws in the J slots. Make sure all 4 screws are completely tightened. Attach the blades to the blade bracket by aligning the 3 posts of the blade bracket with the 3 holes in each blade. The blades are reversible, so choose the finish that you'd like and make sure that the opposite side is facing up. The side of the blade that has the screws will not be seen. That side will face the ceiling. Use the blade attachment screws that were included in the hardware pack and start 1 screw into each hole of the fan blade. Once all 3 screws are inserted and started, use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten the 3 screws. Be careful not to over-tighten. Repeat this process for the 4 remaining blade assemblies. Note the notch cutout in the black bracket at the base of the motor. This allows for screwdriver access when attaching the blade arms. The blade arms have an alignment post that aligns with the long slot at the base of the motor. This will automatically align the 2 screws in the blade bracket with the 2 screw holes at the base of the motor. Simply insert the alignment post into the long slot and then use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten both screws. Repeat this process for the 4 remaining blade assemblies. The light kit attaches to the fan using 3 screw holes in the light kit that align with 3 screws in the black bracket at the base of the motor. To attach the light kit, you'll first need to remove and save the 3 screws that are pre-assembled in the black bracket. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove and save these 3 screws. Next, connect the 9-pin molded adapter plug from the light kit with the 9-pin molded adapter plug from the fan by aligning the 2 red arrows of the plugs and inserting the plug from the fan into the plug from the light kit. The plug will clip together using the clip on the side of the plug. Once the plugs are connected, gently tuck the wires into the light kit and align the holes of the light kit with the 3 holes in the black bracket at the base of the motor. Once the holes are aligned, use the 3 screws that were removed and saved to fasten the light kit to the motor. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten all 3 screws. The light shades install easily using the tension springs on each of the 3 sockets. To install the shades, squeeze those tension springs together and then slide the glass over the springs and then release. Install the 3 included bulbs into the 3 sockets by screwing the light bulbs into each of the sockets. Attach the pull chain extension by inserting the end of the fan's pull chain into the easy clip connector of the pull chain extension. Repeat for the other pull chain. The fan's direction is controlled by a manual reverse switch that is located right above the light kit. Move the switch right for upward airflow for use in cooler months, and then switch left for downward airflow during the warmer months. Make sure the fan is off and stopped before moving the switch. The fan speed is controlled by the pull chain. Pull once for high speed, twice for medium speed, 3 times for low speed, and a 4th time to turn the fan off. Pull the light chain once to turn the light on, and again to turn it off. Congratulations! Your ceiling fan installation is now complete. Time to kick back and relax with a nice tall beverage and enjoy your brand new ceiling fan. As always, thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please click like and subscribe down below. That'll help other people find the video as well. And as we always say around here, keep it breezy.